Work, so I'm just live on YouTube. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. I'm so happy to be here with you. How was your heart? How's your heart? You know, time is, I don't even know what to say about time, but I'm like, when did those fires start? And it was exactly 1 week ago today. I don't know if it started, while we were on this call last week or when, but it was a week ago in the morning. And it's just so hard to take in. I mean, if you are one of those that had the devastation happen to you, it's like, I can't even imagine what it's like to wrap your mind around this shock and this loss. And as we witness it, it's shocking and it's hard for us to wrap our minds around it. And we're all in this together. We're just all in this together. And I want to start with just what we always start with, that breath. Can we just close our eyes and feel the breath of life arising from the deepest place of no thing, rising up through our feet and legs and into every cell of our body, all the way up to the top of our heads. And we just let the waterfall of breath flow down through us. And we realize that when this next breath arises, that it could only be God's breath arising and living and breathing through us, in us, as us. For we are the breath of God. And so just say it out loud. I am the breath of God. I am the eyes of God. I am the ears of God. I am the essence of God. I am the voice of God. I am the tone of God. I am the heart of God. I am the hands of God. I am the touch of God. I am the handprints of God. I am the power of God. I am the light of God. I am the creation of God, and I am the creator as God. I am the pleasure of God. I am the joy of God. I am the womb of God. I am the seed of God. I am the feet of God. I am the footprints of God. Can we just take that in? How holy we are. How held we are by the one breath that breathes all, that is our breath. And will you just move with me before we even get started into just step inside our power to envision. And it's what I've been envisioning. And can we just envision this together? Can we just see Los Angeles and every area in the surrounding area as just peace, absolute stillness? Can we just see dying embers on the ground and peace? Rain. Oh, the steady rain that's falling now. The gentle, steady raindrops falling over the entire area. The cleansing rain, so peaceful. Can you hear the raindrops? The tiny raindrops that sound like little drum beats on the roof. The perfect amount of water pouring down. Rain of blessings pouring down, kissing the earth and touching the holy ground. It's so soothing. It's so peaceful. And notice the sun peeking through the clouds, those rays of light. It's so magnificent and so beautiful while the rain just continues in that steady, gentle, peaceful rain. And in this silence, a rainbow, there's a rainbow. The colors of the rainbow are intensifying. They're so beautiful. As the rain just continues in this gentle, soft, peaceful rain that sounds like tiny little drum beats. And the rainbow, the rainbow. And in this silence of the rainbow that just appeared in the silence, as silent, there's a double rainbow beneath it. Oh, it's so beautiful. The rain and the rainbows as an arch overlighting the whole Los Angeles area, and everyone is stopping to witness the rainbow. And as they witness these double rainbows, a third rainbow appears, and it's happening now. And in this moment, in awe the rain, the cleansing rain, the blessing rain, the rain of blessings and the rainbows. All beings know they are seen. All beings in this moment know they are heard. All beings in this moment know they are loved. They are deeply, deeply loved and deeply, deeply held. And everything is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And so just by the power of three, we say, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me in this, in our power to envision. Because our power to envision is our greatest power. It is the imagination the gift of the imagination that we were given to create whatever it is we want to create. And we can't change what's happened, but we do get to step into this new beginning. And, you know, I don't want to underestimate, and I'm not, anyone who's gone through this and the floods and the fires from the previous fires where devastation has literally happened in moments. And, you know, we all have known some moments of that. And there's this place that happens when everything that seemed so permanent, it is in our face that it's not permanent. Nothing in this third dimensional world and the physicality is permanent. Everything that we love and can touch, like, it can go away in a moment. And this is what we have witnessed. The whole world has witnessed again, and this isn't the only place, but in these moments, we remember that there's a part of us that is untouchable from any physical fire, any fire. I watched Agape Live on Sunday. I really love Agape, and I love their Sunday services. And this week was Reverend Joanne Coleman, and her message was so beautiful, but she reminded us of a story in the Bible, which, you know, I remember, and it was the story of the burning bush. And she reminded us that there are fires that will not consume us, absolutely will not consume us. And our heart is our home, and there is nothing that can ever destroy our soul and the truth and the heart of us that is our true home. I was just remembering that story. And I just want to share these thoughts because they were helpful for me. So when I remembered the burning bush, I remember these words, and I think I have them accurate. It was like, it was Moses that was seeing this, and there was the voice that said, "Take off your shoes. You are on holy ground." And I love that because we are on holy ground. Mother Earth is holy ground. And I had a teacher one time that said, "Do you know why it's holy ground? Because you are holy." And so in these moments, in this time, can you just move inside to the holiness that you are? This ground is holy because you are holy. And it is Mother Earth, the holiness of Mother Earth herself that we are made out of. We are made out of all that she's made out of. We are made out of stardust. We are all in this together, and she is holding us regardless of the outside circumstances that are intense. But may we know that our soul is absolutely invincible, and we can stand in the light and truth of who we are, and we can stand as creators. We can stand in the new beginning. No matter what has seemingly destroyed us, it hasn't destroyed us. Our soul is resilient. Our soul will never die, and our soul will always be speaking to us through the truth of our heart in the most soothing, loving tones. And so my prayer and my prayer is that we can all move deeper inside, that this is what is moving us deeper inside, because it can be the alchemy of the awakening of us, the awakening of what's really real. And yeah, can we just be in the silence? Can we just hear the rain of blessings? Can we just see the rainbows? You know, it's funny because, not funny, it fascinates me because what is it when you see a rainbow? What are your thoughts? Like, where do you go when you see a rainbow? Like, for me, I'm just like, oh, a rainbow. I'm seen. I'm heard. I'm held. Oh, this rainbow and the beauty of the colors. And somehow it just penetrates every cell of my being, and my heart is just like open so wide. Like everything that was blocking anything from my open heart is gone. And I'm like there in my heart, witnessing the beauty of the rainbow, because it just comes. It's just there. There is no loud noise that announces that it's here. It's just being awake to see it. So, you know, I'm always grateful. I think we're all always grateful when we see a rainbow, and it reminds us, you know, individually, of what it reminds us of. But I do think we're always so grateful because we're in awe of the beauty of it. And you know what else I wonder when I see a rainbow? I'm like, that rainbow is there for thousands upon thousands of people, usually. I mean, in a city, it's thousands of people. Who's seeing it? Who is seeing this rainbow? Like there are those people that absolutely never saw it because it didn't announce itself. It just appeared. And they're busy doing their work. Their heads down, they're afraid, they're into their whatever's happening in their life, and they are not seeing that rainbow that's actually there for them. And there's those that see it, but they're so preoccupied. They recognize it for a moment, but they haven't actually taken it in. And the rainbow is there unequivocally for every single one equally, to bless them equally. And it's up to wherever it's appeared, to be received by those that it appeared around. So I always go, I want it whenever I see a rainbow. It's like, I wonder who saw it. I wonder who took it in and received it. And I'm going to take it in right now. Right now. Just checking my notes. Yeah, I just want to remind us, even when it seems like, well, there's just no beauty but devastation, that there is beauty somewhere. And it's very close to you. And it's silent, but it will show. It will show its smile to you. I just thought of this, which I thought this was so fascinating. I saw in an Instagram post that there was someone there that had their whole place had been totally burned to ashes. But what was there, totally intact, was Mother Mary, a statue of Mother Mary. And that just warmed my heart, because she's, no matter what, the power of Mother Mary, of the divine feminine Christ consciousness, it's always, always here, no matter whether it seems like it or not. I also saw on my feed, it was called The Angry Therapist. And I don't even know his name, but I watched what he had to say. He actually interviewed a trauma specialist, and was really good. Like, everything that we must feel of the trauma and the shock, and everything's normal. It's just like, let's feel it. Like, there's no rush. Like, we need to be with our feelings and know that this is temporary, and you'll get through this, and everything's going to be okay. And yes, feel it. And what I loved so much about what he was saying is that these are my words, but basically he was saying he feels God more than he has ever felt before. Like, divinity is this as strong can be. Like, that's the forefront of what's happening. Like, he's got to start all over. And yet there is this anchor of the truth of the divinity of who he is that is so solid there. And I know that to be true in my losses, and I know you know that to be true in your losses, that the truth of who you are is there in the stillness, and it's holding you with the gentlest wings and the reassuring voice that everything's going to be okay. And it's not like there's not fear and other, the human stuff that comes, but there is that anchor. And I loved that. And there's the other thing that he said that I loved is that the outpouring of love from everyone around him, like humanity has stepped into the truth of who they are, which is love, Everyone is filled with generosity and kindness, and they're giving the best of what they have. Like, they're not these people that are giving clothing and all of the things that people need. Like, they're giving them quality, the best, and they're surrounding them with love. They're offering they're just love. They're just love. And I am so grateful that in these moments, we really do get to step into the truth and the solidity of the power of who we really are, even though it seemed like we were powerless in this. The truth of the divinity that is within us will never be destroyed, and we can always access it. And it can be that creates the new beginnings for us in a whole new way. Like, all of these new beginnings are going to be starting from the heart, not from the material things like, what can I acquire? It's like, no, everyone's moved, basically. Like, they've moved into their heart, the truth. And what we can create and begin with from our heart will astound us. And what is going to be created now will be so much more magnificent than what we've ever experienced. And the joy of knowing that you're held, like, I'm not talking about a bubbly, happy, oh, we're laughing and whatever, and good if we are in that place of joy that we can laugh. But if not, it's just like, there is a joy of being held in the presence of all that is. There's an unspeakable joy that is this bubbling that we get to tap into. It's an everlasting wellspring that we are, that no matter what, we get to tap into. I just want to end with this because I quoted basically Meaton when his song about the rain of blessings pouring down. Kiss the earth and touch. Let's see. Hold on. I have his book here. I love it. Rain of blessings pouring down. Kiss the earth and this holy ground. I love that. But I also just wanted to end with this because I kept hearing this. I love their music. But the last week I've just been hearing this phrase, and only love remains. And only love remains. And it's his song, but I have his book called The Garden of the Mystic. And I'm just going to read the first three verses of it. So I saw a rose in the garden of the mystic. I didn't pick it. I thought of you. I saw a bird in the garden of the mystic. I watched it as it flew, and I thought of you. I thought of love without any name. I thought of a fire without any flame. I thought of forgiveness without any blame, without any shame, and only love remained in the garden of the mystic. Can we just walk and be in the garden of the mystic this week? Because we are that. We are that. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next week.